Hey guys, today we are going to see something interesting. Yes. Look at this! A new day finds me on the road, driving through the freezing darkness of the night. The cold is brutal, but turning back is not an option. It's still winter, and I'm heading for the rocks, chasing fish with short jigging and heavy lures. Everything says the fish should be holding deep this time of year. That's the rule, but in this session, that rule is about to be broken. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to walk you through every decision, step by step, moment by moment, and how each one led to a session that turned out far more successful than expected. The spot is deep, and I'm ready for the first cast. But first, there's a rule, the 10 cast rule. Usually the 10 cast rule. Those first 10 casts usually tells you everything, how the session is about to unfold. The jig starts to run. Whoa! Whoa! A tuna! Come on! I was hoping for a bonito, but I was so eager to cast, I skipped one critical step. I didn't check my drag. The day before, I was fishing groupers in brutal rocky ground, full drag locked in. Now imagine this, a massive tuna hitch, with full drag, P 2.5 braid and a 0.52 leader. It's not a fight, it's a mistake. The moment tension came on, my terminal exploded. Nice way to start the day, huh? Better than espresso. I will switch to the heavy gear, but I already know, the sea doesn't give second chances to careless anglers. A small lumberjack hitch, testing the monstrous setup, and just like that, I feel like a dog chasing its own tail.
Oh, lumberjack. A baby lumberjack. Come on. Ah, come on. Ah. It's good to release fish, But some, this is a small lumberjack for example, it should go directly in the water, but one assist hook hit the gills that all the arteries are passing. So this fish is doomed no matter what.
This is very dangerous, guys. I almost get hooked. And the amberjack finds the way home on its own. The next hour pass without a single strike, and I know this pattern, a strong start and then nothing. But what really worries me is the absence of baitfish. That's a bad sign. I need a new plan, so I decide to move.
This is another very dangerous situation, that it's totally in stealth mode, you don't expect it. So I am on this rock fishing and I wanna go to this cape, and I have this marble area to walk up and down and go there. Looks easy, huh? It's super dangerous, super dangerous. Even if I have new shoes with very good rubber, it's extremely slippery and you don't know it until you get it. And here, if you get it, you end in the sea. So, you walk, and last night was the humidity was extremely high. So all the rock here, the sun only now starts to appear, is wet. You can see probably that there are also drops going down. So guys, it's super dangerous. And what? Yes, the best thing you can do is to step wherever is not black at all, only on clear rock, if you insist to go. But guys, here there is a cliff. It's and as you can see, all this area is wet. It's impossible. No matter how optimistic you are, nature always has the upper hand. It will not allow you. You will fall. And once you start falling from here, there is no stop. There is nowhere to stop. You will end up in the sea with broken arms and whatever. So guys, super important. Do not step. In 1 hour, it's a different story. Because in 1 hour, the sun will be vertical and all the humidity will be gone. Then you can walk like a happy kid to this cape. And that means that I need to stay here for at least 1 hour until all the humidity from the rock is totally evaporated. Okay, humidity on the rocks early morning is super dangerous. Be careful very much. So in general, these rocks and these little guys on the rocks, these small seashells, the tiny ones, are your best friend, because you can walk very easy, you can jump, you can dance Latin. Whoop. Yes, you can do whatever you want. They're very sticky, but not the clean surface of the marble. That now in the winter with the humidity is dangerous, and in the summer the evaporated seawater that has left leaves on the marble rock a very non-visible and oily salty cover that is also extremely dangerous in the summer. So we walk on the marble smooth areas very carefully.
Up on the cape, nothing happens. No signs of life, no baitfish, nothing to work with. At this point, I have to change my strategy completely. So, I decide to do something unorthodox. I am leaving the deep and spending the rest of the day in shallow water. Now jigs will change place with heavy hard lures.
Hey guys, We are finally here. We are in this rocky area. It's shallow. And I'm going to try something really, let's say, unique. I'm going to try to break the rule that wants snappers being in deep waters in the winter time. So I'm going to try to catch them at 7, 5 meters or even shallower if possible. Of course, I have on my side some really strong cards. One is the full moon. I'm 1 day after the full moon, so I expect some activity. Secondary, I have shown some baitfish in the shallows. Without them, it's meaningless to try. So it's important. They're still calm, but I expect them to get anxious in the later hours because now it's still very early. And the third is the good weather. So even if in the morning it was really cold, now it's already 16, 17 degrees and rising. So I expect for the snappers to take the advantage and come to the shallows to hunt. The only problem of that season is the feeding window of the snappers in the shallows. So in the summer, you might get 1, 2, 3 fish during the full day. You don't know when they will go up to hunt. You might have some hints with the currents or whatever, but still it's more random. While now, they will come on very short feeding windows to feed and go back. So what I expect to see is a very limited time to get them. Normally, this season, what season? Winter. It's not winter. It is, but guys, we don't have 4 seasons anymore in Greece. It's autumn, spring, and a long summer. The winter is not the winter it used to be. So I expect that the fish will come up and probably hunt for 1.5 hours. So that's my window of feeding. Today, I expect this to happen in the middle of the day because then the currents will shift. So from the north, they will turn to the south, and I will have a 3-hour window of low current. So I expect that the fish will come higher to attack. I'm lucky because the change of the currents comes exactly in the middle of the day, so I couldn't miss this day. And for getting them, I'm going to use shallow runner minnows, like this baby. So this is the new rush bait designed to run below the surface, maximum 120 meters, with a very, very wide action, and that lure actually forces the fish to come higher. I will have a more detailed presentation about that in the coming weeks, but now all you need to know is that I'm going to use that bait, that it's a compact bait with a narrow lip, with a perfectly straight action and super long cast. What I'm going to try, I will walk and cast, hoping that I will find the fish on my walking and probably get some. Let's see if this plan will work today. So the plan is walk and cast, as I said. So walk and cast. Now it's a bit windy, but not too much. If it was a bit more, I would appreciate it because it would motivate the fish more. but the wind is not that strong, and probably it will drop during the day. So I will rely only on the good moon phase, on the bait fish, and on the habits of the snappers. Come on! They don't eat well. I hope my fishing won't end like this, because I'm going to jump into the sea naked. No, I won't. Maybe. The thing is that, guys, they still don't eat very well. They need at least half an hour for the currents to totally drop, and they will be more confident to attack. Still they are so and so, but at least I'm happy, because I knew and my calculations went well. Everything works fine. Experience, gear, that's all you need, guys. All you need, and a good mood. Always we come for fun, not for the fish. The fish, yes, please, it's a plus. It's the cherry on the cake, but guys, come on. I mean, even without the strikes, look where I am. Much better than staying home, right? You have to understand that. The more relaxed and happy you go fishing, the more happy you will return back home, even with the fish or without. Okay, let's continue.
I need to move away from here. After that failed strike, the fish will sense something is off, and they won't bite. So I'll push farther out, into a new spot, and I'll change the lure color. Since unorthodox seems to be working today, why not take it a step further and try an unorthodox color too? Normally, strong colors work best on cloudy days or in muddy waters, but not today. Today, I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going completely against the book.
The current started to drop, so hopefully anytime soon we might get a strike. Come on! Come on! I told you guys, they are not very aggressive, and I was too late to set the hook, so I lost the fish, but probably I will have another chance. The moment that I was expecting, the full day, is finally here. Inside the rocks always. Come on. It seems that the natural imitation outlines the saddle brim with a strong pink back and some hidden UV stripes inside works really well. And it's strange because it's a very clear day, sunny day with very clear waters. But they seem to enjoy really much. It's always good to try new colors because from one to another and you find what they like. Guys, today I'm going to use the new W8 rod, the 30 to 100 grams. It's a super light and super strong rod, super technical. It's 98, 9.8 feet, and that will give me the perfect feeling of the action of the lure and the animation. I don't need a stronger rod because the bottom here is not rough, so the risk of snagging or run a snapper in the rocks is minimal. The bottom inside is mixed, a bit of rocks, a bit of sand and Posidonia, which is perfect for baitfish and almost zero risk of cutting from a big fish.
That fish managed to get in the rocks, so I will open the bail.
Okay, go again, go deep in the rocks. Have to be very careful. Oh, come on. Gently. I have to take it out. Oh. No. Come on. If I take it out of there, it's mine. Yes, it's mine. Now it's mine. Yes. Yes. Whoop. Stary hard, Snappers have a very hard mouth. It's very important, super important, to set the hook immediately when you get the strike. Otherwise, you might lose the fish. If you hook it, even from the lip, you can take it out because the lips are super hard. But guys, if you don't set the hook properly, so if the fish get you by surprise and you miss the hook setting, then you will lose the fish. It's very, very important. And snappers are notorious of spitting treble hooks, not assist hooks. Surprisingly, with assist hooks and jigs, they are way more secure because they inhale the hook. But with the lures, it's way more difficult. It's very easy for the fish to spit the hook. So guys, be really, really careful and ready to set the hook. Watch this. Give me the rocks. Higher, higher. Ah, yes. Ooh, ooh. Nope. That's a better one. No. You have to come outside. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh, yes. That's a nice one. Whoa. Look, guys, look. Look at this. So, would a deep runner lure would work equally today? Probably not. And I will explain you something very important. There are moods on the fish activity. And these moods guide the fish to hunt on different levels. So, there are days that the fish hunt near the bottom, so they need a lure that goes close to the bottom or comes parallel the same angle the drop-off does. And there are days that they come in the shallows and hunt, or they stay deep and attack vertically. In these situations, you need a lure that doesn't go too deep and it has the action, a very strong action, not a tight action, but a wide action, to make them feel confident that they can catch the lure. So they can go vertically up, or in the shallows they find it in mid waters, so it's an easy target, easy to spot. And when the snappers comes in the shallows, as I have said, they come for only one reason: to hunt. If you have hunting snappers in the shallows and the right gear and the right lure, guys, it's it's a game over for the fish, not for you. Okay?
Before the sunrise breaks the black, I'm already awake. Moon still pulling water and pulling me with it. Cold stone under boots, breath hanging in brine. Headlamp cutting shadows along the tide line. The city still sleeps, but I'm wired inside, counting down minutes to the turning tide. Charts on my phone, but I trust the feel. Wind on my neck tells me what is real. No promise waiting, no guarantee, just salt in the veins commanding me. North wind pushing down in my face, spray like needles, steady pace. Every retrieve is a question as slow. Every pause says more than you know. Hours go silent, nothing revealed. Still I refuse to leave the field, because I know what most won't see. The tide gives nothing easily. Heartbeat rising, the bite rolls in. This is where the war begins. Tide, tide, burning in my mind. Tide, tide, leave the world behind. A split second when the line snaps tight, I trade my sleep for the strike at first light. Tide, tide, call of the wild. Tide, tide, man turned child. Hands cut open by braid and stone, scars that prove I stood alone. No cameras here when nothing hits, just stubborn faith and tightened grips. I've walked away, but I came back fast. Addiction stronger than the last. You don't explain this to the mild, it lives in the broken and the wild. Tide, tide, burning in my mind. Tide, tide, leave the world behind. A split second when the line snaps tight, I trade my sleep for the strike at first light. Tide, tide, call it a wild. Tide, tide, man turned child. Even in failure, I stand in spray. Salt on my lips, I still stay. The sea doesn't love, it tests, it breaks. It gives you nothing, it doesn't take. But somewhere between the dark and dawn, in the quiet before the first light's born, there's a whisper only a few can hear. You belong right here. Burning in my mind. Leave the world behind. A split second when the line snaps tight. I trade my sleep for the strike at first light. Call her the wild. Man turn shy.
Guys, I think the game is over. Now guys, you might ask me if I come tomorrow, if it will happen the same. It won't. It won't. Because the shift totally falls on a different hour and the shift of the currents. So it won't be the same. That was it. I cast it again and again, and it's already almost 4 o'clock and no more. It was the short window that I told you. Very short window. But I was lucky enough. I believe that if I didn't have to get photos, I think I had at least 2 more fish. Every second counts. But I don't care. I have a beautiful fish to enjoy with my family. It's all I need. And in the future, more fish will come eventually. Thank you very much for watching. Be always safe and strong. I love you all. And about the new stuff, wait. More demonstration videos will follow, so you will know exactly which does what. For rods, lures, leaders, braids. Be prepared and just wait. Okay. Guys, if you want to support me further, memberships are active on my channel. Choose a level. No matter what, I love you all. Bye bye.